Here's why the Catholic papacy is not from Jesus. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Christianity does not work without the Pope. That's right. If you don't have the papacy,
there's no indication of Peter being the prime bishop in Rome.
He has a whiteboard, guys, a dry erase board, so he's being serious now. He's being really serious. This Bible scholar is, pulling out the big guns. He's writing stuff down on his whiteboard so that we can make sure that we understand him. Okay, I wish I had my glasses. I don't even have glasses. I wish I had glasses so that I could pay attention to what this Bible scholar has to say. Let's say, okay, so he's saying that there is no indication that Peter was in Rome. Is that what he said?
And there's also no indication of Rome itself being the governmental center for the entire church.
Are you sure? He said that there's no indication of Peter being in Rome. Peter tells us in that epistle that he's writing from Babylon. And Babylon in Scripture, in the New Testament, Babylon is actually it's a euphemism for Rome. Babylon was a code word that meant Rome. When people said Babylon, they mean Rome. They mean that Rome was Babylon.
So notice how he twists my words here. I never said that Peter was never in Rome. I said there's no indication in the scripture to show that Rome is the governmental center of the church. In fact, we find out in the book of Acts it's not. It's Antioch. It's not even in Rome specifically. And so then he goes on to claim that when we see in 2 Peter's epistle, the word Babylon, it's a euphemism. It's a code word for Rome. But let's look at this for a minute and see what we actually find. In 2 Peter 5:13, there's no reason to believe that this is not a literal place of Babylon, that it has to be some kind of metaphorical speech or language. We can interpret this literally, and here's why. At this point in time, Babylonia was the center of Judaism that was outside of the land, and this is actually the place where the Babylonian Talmud would be developed, and you can look that up. But because Peter was the apostle of the circumcision of the Jews, it only makes sense that he would have went and traveled to Babylon after he left the land, and he literally wrote the letter from Babylon, which was the center of Judaism outside of the land. So historically and biblically, what Alex makes this claim, although some do try to claim that Babylon here is a euphemism for Rome, it's not a doctrinal thing that you can say emphatically. There's no proof that it is. In fact, as I've showed you, the proof seems to lean towards the fact that it was not Rome, but actually Babylon where he went, which was the heart of Judaism for that time for those who were outside of the land. And Babylon referenced in Revelation is not talking about Rome specifically either. It's talking about Babylon being the center of idolatry, and it's destroyed. Why would they think that that would be Rome specifically? Hey, come along with me in a book-by-book summary through the entire Bible in chronological order with extra historical backgrounds and insights from a Jewish perspective. Just comment summary below and I'll send you the details.